Hello, and thank you for listening to our podcast. My name is Hillary Sanders.
My name is Claire Williams.
And I'm Lauren Patterson.
And we are students at EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. Today, we are going to talk about teaching digital natives in the 21st century. The world is forever evolving and changing. What was once analog is now digital. What was tethered is now mobile. What once was isolated is now connected. What was generic is now personal, and what we once consumed we are now creating. The world's rate of change increases while education remains slow. This disconnect brings challenges for teachers at all levels. So Claire, what is your idea of the new 21st century student?
Well, nowadays, most students are digital natives. Control-Alt-Delete is just as common as the ABCs. The web has always been an online tool. Virtual reality has always been available when the real thing has failed.
And Lauren, what's your idea of this new student?
Well, they often email or text their friends. You'll see them often updating their bios on Facebook. They listen to their iPods while doing their research on Wikipedia. Students today are no longer the kids that our educational system was designed to teach.
You know, you're exactly right. These kids today are technologically savvy and therefore see technology as an essential part of their lives.
And also, the digital native student prefers to multitask. They're visually oriented, highly networked, interactive, and social. They have a low tolerance for lectures and prefer active learning rather than passive learning. They rely heavily on communications technologies to access information.
As you know, in his book, Teaching Digital Natives, Mark Prensky talks in depth about the new student, the digital native. And one of his theories is that students are no longer satisfied with an education that doesn't fit their way of life. And we completely agree with him.
So, what do you think we can do to keep students engaged and interested in learning? Claire?
Well, we can talk with and observe our students, get training to stay informed, and move teaching away from conventional methods by which students are told to learn where and how.
Knowledge should be actively constructed, and students should be made responsible for their own learning. They should utilize real-world applications and make learning interactive and experimental. We can integrate technology and their tools of choice into our curriculum.
You know, another great way is to create project-based learning lessons to engage our students. And we can also allow students to use websites such as Discovery Education, iCurio, and Edutopia to research and learn new ideas. It's all about learning and growing and moving forward.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you find this information informative and useful.
Our sources today are the Teaching Digital Natives book by Mark Prensky, slideshare.com, and flickr.com.